Hello everybody, it is I, the QuickSmasherEXE, bringing you another episode of Let's Play Sid Meier Civilization 6 as Arabia. Last episode we recruited this great merchant Giovanni di Medici. What he does is he instantly builds a bank and a market in any commercial hub, and the bank gets 2 great work slots. Because great work slots don't really have better effects for being anywhere in particular, we're going to want to put him in a commercial hub which does not have a bank or a market, so we effectively get the most production out of him. Charleston doesn't seem to have any buildings in its commercial hub, which you can check here. By the way, this reports page, very useful. See what buildings are in what places and what the adjacency districts are. It's all very nice. Let's see what else. Cairo has a market. Kiribati doesn't have anything, but it might be working on a market. We'll check. Rio has a market. And I guess that was all our big list of cities. It's not quite as long as I thought it would be, but maybe I'm just missing something. See, is it building market? Does it have a market? No, it does not. But it also has decent production, so maybe we should put this place in a city that has lower production and thus cannot build a market quite as quickly. Which, what was the other city that had nothing else? Yeah, Charleston. I think that has pretty low production. So, putting old Giovanni di Medici over in Charleston's commercial hub will maximize the amount of turns we don't have to spend working on banks and markets and stuff. Meanwhile, we're going to continue to explore the foreign continent of wherever this is. I don't know. And we might want to settle a city here, actually. There's some decent resources. There's gypsum, which is a luxury resource. There's niter, which you can mine. This tundra hill you could put a mine on, and then you could get an industrial zone here. There's another hill. So you could actually put a decent industrial zone here. Things to consider, right? Right. Well, at some point, we might just have to consider building some more settlers. That would probably be good. I mean, there's no real disadvantage to having more cities. Amenities are never that much of an issue, really, and you only need one entertainment complex per, 1,000 parts. Or, not per 1,000 parts, but, one entertainment complex can provide sufficient amenities to plenty of cities. And let's clear out some of these notifications. Right, there's this barbarian in New Orleans. We should get some kind of range unit. Oh, and we can declare a holy war on Frederick. That's kind of nice. And we're getting all these housing notifications that don't matter that much. All these wonder. Oh, none of the players built the Colosseum. That's actually a decent wonder. But I mean, I didn't worry too much about wonders this game, and you don't have to either. Your game is fine without wonders. How is tile growth coming? Alright. Well, I think I've changed my plan a bit. We're going to put an industrial zone here, but it's going to be for a city over here. Wait, that city could have an industrial zone, next to the copper, into this stuff here, though. That would be alright. So, actually, maybe that wouldn't be what we'd do. Let's pop open our settler lens. Maybe. If you put a city here, though, well, I mean, we'd only fit one city here, and it could still put the industrial zone here, regardless. And put something else here and get a little district triangle, because every 2 districts adjacent to another district increases its adjacency by 1, provided it has a yield to improve, that is. I don't know, let's move you up here. I want it in a... I want it in this part. Because... I don't know why. Because... I don't know. I can decide which of those 2 specific tiles I wanted in later. For now, it's time to get back to putting useful hammers into things. Let's see what Hayton could use, because... still haven't gotten to the point where we can build that gosh darn district. Gosh darn industrial hub, which also could be put here for the same adjacencies there, so... which I think is what I planned on. Right, because that's 4 tiles away next to the mountains. That would have been too far. You wouldn't have been able to do it. Let's see here. It has 7 housing, so it can build 2 more districts, I think. You could go with the campus, because when in doubt, a campus works. Our culture output is pretty gosh darn amazing. Put it on this just desert tile over here, right? Because it doesn't provide any yields, so we might as well get it out of the way. Here in Krakow, we're going to build a workshop to maximize our hammer. Well, actually, how long would it take for Krakow to build a bombard? Probably not too long. 14 turns? Interesting. We'll repair the granary, then work on a bombard. We'll repair the granary and then work on a bombard. Just because repairing things is nice and all that. We could chop this forest. I think if you're playing, hardcore professionally, you don't generally chop forest, but because the production provided by chopping a forest goes up as the game progresses, so it can be pretty crazy later on. So I think that in some regards you're not generally supposed to be chopping forests, but at the same time, I'm sure you do chop forests, just not the ones that are maybe a little further away. I'm sure something this close is quite appropriate for chopping. And so we're going to chop it. When we shaved off little turns. Very nice. Weird. Wonder where that came from, because it said 10 in the tooltip, and that does take into account the production that we got from chopping the forest, doesn't it? I think it does, at least. Here we have a wonder in Lagash. Might need to consider taking that at some point. It doesn't look like... It's only Alhambra. Alhambra's not bad or anything, but it's not like a wonder that I gotta have, And this worker here, with his 1 extra charge. Let's see. Are any of these improved? Let's go to our show yield icons to check. And I believe they are improved, yes. Well, very well. Then we won't have to send a worker over to improve them then. But where can we send this worker? Well, Rio has a lot of rainforest, and we could chop one maybe. But we're gonna actually go send this guy up to repair improvements along the route of war that we so generously carved. Just gonna keep exploring. I guess we could put a farm on this rice. Oh wow, it's a lot of fish here. This is pretty bad city placement on the part of Washington. Everything is like... Because you could fit 2 cities in the space that he's fit just 1. And, yeah. So you spaced them out. Way too far. You can't... If you'd just put the city... Like, you could put a city further down the coast, and you could put one closer up, and all that, and... Shut up, you're a weakling. Be quiet, you fat, bearded weakling. With your fat nose. I'm not scared of you. You should be scared of me. Now, and here's the last of the civilizations on this map, Nubia, which is actually the most recent patch that I have. There is, actually as of recording this, and obviously after the point where the video has come out, the patch for Nubia has, or not for Nubia, but the patch for the Khmer and Indonesia has already come out. But because I didn't want that to mess with my game, and also we got the Eureka for scientific theory, I don't remember what that is. Heavy Enlightenment Civico, yeah. But because I didn't want the patch to corrupt my save game or mess with this playthrough that much, I have put Steam into offline mode so that it doesn't download the patch when I did before, it's time. This crappy city here probably is not indicative of where the capital is, but it is quite strong. It's only 4 more strength than the Mamluk has, mind you, but still doesn't speak too positively of our future endeavors. Let's see here. Oh. I don't have the ability to build banks yet, but Giovanni di Medici will be able to circumvent that. Let's see here. What's good for the war effort? Military science, we could upgrade the 1 cavalry. I might want to just start building lots of horsemen too, so that I can mass upgrade those. But let's go into our government. Alright, and first of all, let's get rid of this, put in conscription, and save our horribly not going that well. I mean, our gold per turn is still pretty darn good, but like it'll be a lot better this way. Let's go to reports, because we unlocked this free market, that's extra science, so these can be better than these. You know, adjacency bonuses are nice, but they generally aren't that high, but you can probably benefit a lot more from those little doubling the yield of the buildings will generally give you more yields than just doubling the adjacency bonuses. So let's see here. Not all of our campuses have libraries, though. A good number of them don't. Unfortunately, I don't want to have to go through and count which ones have which. You know, but especially because that would be boring to watch. So yeah, I'm gonna leave these 2 out for now, actually. But I'm gonna take out serfdom because there's nothing saying I can't have both my adjacency bonuses and my doubled yields from buildings, right? Absolutely nothing. Unless I wanted to put in one of these great person points. And I don't really think I do. Am I winning the race for great engineers? I am. It's quite a bit away, but that's fine. It's not really my problem. Oh. And this guy. This is Adam Smith. He is the best great person in the game. We definitely want to get this guy. So, yeah. No. I don't think we're going to put in any, great person cards to get these people because we are already pretty clearly on the route to get them. But yeah, we're going to go with that. We're going to put rationalism in instead of serfdom. And see how that updates our science. Once the game stops freezing up. Yeah, that's an extra 30 science per turn. Didn't cut down on the amount of time it takes to research banking. But military science went from... Did anything actually start taking less time? I'm sure something did. Whatever. I'm not going to worry too much about it. So now we can go to here. And we have to get to nationalism, of course. Declare war using a casus belli. Very nice. We could go with mercantilism for now. Well, what I think we'll do is we'll start working on nationalism. But we'll stop, and then we'll just declare our holy war casus belli. And, we'll then have that instantly completed. And where are we, Krakow? Right, we were going to build a workshop. We'll wait. We'll continue exploring, because if we declare war, Frederick might just have his home army destroy that Mamluk, and I wouldn't want to have that investment lost. We're going to move here and chop that. So, but then we'll just research nationalism halfway, then declare a holy war on Frederick, and that'll all be very, very nice. Oh, we've discovered... Oh, coal! Right! I forgot. We discovered a resource. We need to check where we can find it. There. Alright, well, this builder we're sending up to improve stuff has suddenly become more useful. Let's see here. They're offering me horse, which I don't want. Tobacco. Nah. Let's see if we can, glitch the system. My. I think we glitched the system. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that we did. I believe the patch notes for the Khmer Indonesia patch said something along the lines of this was fixed, but I'm not quite entirely sure. I just remember they added Khmer in Indonesia, and they got the gross fried spiders that Jayavarman sends with his delegations. Freaking gross fried spiders. Jeez. I don't even have a joke to say about it. It's just the most appalling thing. So what do we want to build in Sao Paulo? Well, obviously a district. Let's see. Commercial hub would not really be an option. We could remove that banana I mean, if you want it. I don't know. It's not necessary. It might be useful, but not that useful. Because we'd only really be losing 1 gold compared to simply having the commercial hub replace this forest. No, I didn't want to open the Civilopedia. Let's just put this harbor here. Let's put a harbor in Sao Paulo. Harbors are still nice. Well, here's France with that nonsense. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. So I can settle here, and you know what? Probably better to just go ahead and have it. It's not like I lose a lot. I can still work those truffles. Rowan still has those truffles. I'm not really going to gain or lose any resources, so I'm just going to save a turn and found Mecca. Which seems a little odd to be one of, like, almost second thought city for Arabia to found, but this is the weirdness of the world, yo. And it's got plenty of housing, too, so that's nice. And of course, we're going to build the best district to start with. And we're going to put this here, actually, because there is a wonder that you can build that requires you have a bank next to a source of cattle. It's kind of weird. And New Orleans is getting pillaged by barbarians. It needs some ranged units. Why am I building a museum now that I think about it? I should be building, like, some ranged units. Frigate's pretty powerful, but I don't know how much we're going to need the frigate. Maybe, though. Build a trader instead. And find a crossbowman. I'm not declaring war just yet. The Ghost Death will... No, don't I have a crossbowman, like, closer to there? No. This would take, like, 10 turns to get there. Oh, whatever. No, alright. No, I don't care that much about the Pillaged Lighthouse. To be honest, it's fine. It's only the coastal tiles that are really being hurt by it. Let's go, improve that crab or improve coal. Let's go improve coal. Geez, 10 turns. Roads are not good enough at this point in the game. I mean, they really just aren't. They're a lot weaker. Then in other games, roads would be like more useful than they are at this point, because roads like cut down movement costs automatically instead of just reducing them all to 1. Oh, would you look at that? It's the episode timer. It's the indicator this is going to be the last turn of the game. Well then, isn't that simply lovely? And round 1 is capped on housing. Interesting. Where's your industrial zone? There it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it would boost the production in Mecca too, which is nice. Could I, like, purchase this? It's so 1,300 gold. That's way too much. Jeez. What's the point of having all this money if I can't break the game with it and buy the best buildings? We're gonna build a trader in Rowan, actually. And not only are we gonna build a trader in Rowan, but we're gonna call it an episode now, alright? This has been Let's Play Sid Meier Civilization 6 as Arabia Part 19, I believe. I hope you're all enjoying the series so far, and I will see you all next time.